Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay.
This is Najah.
And we're back with another episode, and we're excited. This is episode, I don't remember, because
14.
Okay, that's why she my friend. She could tell y'all stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just here.
Far from just here. I'm just here.
Nah, doubt it. Since you looking real cute or whatever.
Cute as you.
She's so sweet. I cannot. I almost shed a slight tear.
He's so phony. So damn phony.
It's Sagittarius season. Okay, let's start there. And is it Sagittarius season? I think it is.
I think it is.
Because somebody said, I saw a meme that said, here come these mean A-word Sagittariuses. I said, who?
We ain't. We're actually, I believe we're the nicest sign. I think we are.
I sent you earlier today that says, we give you what you give us.
It's the truth. That's the honest truth.
Mm-hmm. If you
work off of a vibe.
Exactly. We go off of your vibes. If you give us stank attitude, we're going to give you stank attitude.
Right back.
So welcome to Sagittarius season. We are your Sagittariuses.
What do the Jamaicans do? Like, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's our time.
It's our time, our season. Okay. What you got going on?
Girl, this weekend I just pretty much got ready because Thanksgiving is at my house this year.
I'm sorry.
So you feel me? I'm like, ooh. No, I'm excited because I'm excited to be around my family. It's my husband's family, so it's my in-laws, my family too as well. But I am happy to be around them because we've had plenty of holidays where it's just me, my mom, my brother, and my dad, because all my family is in Michigan pretty much, and then I got a little bit in South Georgia. I mean, we got a few cousins here, but it's mainly just us. So yeah. I'm a little excited. I am excited.
That's so sweet that you look at your in-laws like you made a mistake and was like my family. Like, that's sweet that you think of them as a part of your family. A lot of people who do their in-laws won't say that. They'll just be like, my in-laws or something. You know?
Well, that's people who don't get along with their in-laws. I think we actually talked about that on one of our shows before, in the first season. But yeah, I love my in-laws. I cannot front. I do. I get along with them well. And I mean, they're welcoming. They love me, so I guess they do. You think they talking behind my back?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Goodness, what you do this weekend, girl?
I went to a little kickback on Saturday. Yeah, like a small situation. It wasn't nothing to it. You know, wore my bag, sat in the corner.
Over you.
I'm weird.
I said I'm over you.
I'm weird too though. So I was like, I was dancing and all of that. Like, I got my life. They were playing like old school stuff like that we grew up on when we were in the clubs. You know, prime time, Central Station type action. So yeah, I was doing that, and then that's it. I didn't do too much for the weekend, but for Thanksgiving, my family, we're going to Florida, Kissimmee. I don't know if it's pronounced Kissimmee or Kissimmee. I've heard it pronounced two ways.
Me too. I've heard it pronounced two different ways too.
So for all the Florida people, let me know. But that's where we're going. And I will be with my husband's family, whom I haven't met some of them. He hasn't met some of them. So
did they come over from the islands?
No, he has family like all over, but they are Jamaican, but they live in the States. So he's like, we're gonna be fine. They got all kind of remedies. We're gonna be drinking BCT and da 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 for our immune systems and blah 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 blah. Like Jamaican people know what they doing, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm just being like very cautious when we go, just to make sure like I'm disinfecting, wiping stuff down. Like I hope don't nobody think like, oh, Drew wife is mean because I'm gonna be sitting in the corner like this, like, hey y'all, from afar.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. It's something we've never done before, ever. We normally don't travel like that far for Thanksgiving. If anything, we have Thanksgiving with my dad's side of the family in Alabama, and then we have Christmas with Drew's family in Georgia. So that's kind of how we usually split the holidays. But New year, new stuff.
Right.
We'll see. I'm excited, I guess.
It's 2020. And it ain't been going the best so far. So why not just spice it up a little bit, something a little different, switch it up.
Yeah, pray for us.
Yeah. Janay, I kind of want to put up my Christmas tree. Is it too early?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, it's not that.
I mean, some people put their Christmas tree up right after Thanksgiving. So you trying to put it up before Thanksgiving, like today?
I mean, if you don't judge me.
So when your family come from out of town and then they walk in the house, they're gonna be like, "Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday." No, I don't know, sis. Wait till after Thanksgiving.
If you say so.
Because I think you're gonna throw the vibe off. I think you're gonna be like, he's gonna be like,
is it Christmas or is it Thanksgiving?
Hey, we coming for fall colors. So put some browns and stuff in the house.
Since you said so, I guess I'll do it like that.
But they're gonna be like, that's one of them times they're gonna talk about you behind your back. They're gonna be like, girl, did you see them Christmas decorations she had up?
Straight over Thanksgiving.
Right. they had no pumpkins out or nothing like that.
Girl, what else? What else is going on?
Why are you looking? Okay, so let me tell y'all why she's looking crazy. Because she really want to talk about this social circle. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Look at her face. So let's recap about VERZUZ.
I didn't expect you to say that. What?
Take it away.
Girl, just to let y'all, it really happened. Jeezy versus Gucci really happened. And Najah Scott was on the edge of her seat the whole entire night. I was scared. I was scared in the mug. Mm-hmm. I don't know about y'all over there on the south side, but were y'all scared?
Okay, so listen, Linda. I was supposed to be tweeting from our Wine After Wines page, like kind of like my reactions and like the things that were going on. The last tweet that I tweeted was probably like something that if y'all follow us on Twitter, please follow us on Twitter. But the last tweet that I tweeted was just like, Black people never, one thing about Black people, we don't never start on time. And that's like the last thing I said. Because after that, I was like,
I know.
The whole time. Like, I was nervous because Gucci never sat down, and that kind of gave me anxiety.
He never sat down the entire time, and I was like, what's about to happen? But it went down. I put up a few things on. She was on Twitter. I put up a few things on what is that, Instagram, and like she said, after they was late and then they finally showed up, I ain't put nothing else. I had planned on. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a couple boomerangs, knock some stuff out. Woo, woo. Bro, I was like,
yeah.
The whole time, like it was complete silence for a minute, y'all. Like, I literally was a little terrified. I was like,
it was the most awkward. Like, you thought Brandy and Monica was awkward. This was like a little bit more awkward because these are men that got like me and my brother-in-law was talking about it. They have street beef. It's difference between having rap beef and street beef. They got like street beef, like sending people to kill people type beef, like real life stuff.
That's
So
that scoop too, like, and I probably should have been new about that, but yeah, I got real deep into it. My husband was telling me, he was like, yeah, like he did some stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
But I'm glad they were able to put their differences aside. One thing I did notice, is the level of maturity and the growth of Jeezy. And I'm not saying Gucci's not mature. However, his priorities a little bit different. Like you could just tell over the 20 years what they're valuing most. Gucci, I don't know if he was just putting on like a show to say, "Oh, I got my jewelry, my chains, da 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 da." Like I'm wearing X amount of dollars in jewelry, but you ain't got on nothing. And then Jeezy responds about, "Well, I own half of Atlanta in real estate. Get your real estate game up."
Yeah, I was like, girl, when I think that was the first comment that I was like, oh, this might not go very well. And that's what probably made me get on the edge of my seat the entire night. Like,
yeah,
okay, so it's about to pop off. Like Gucci did a move, and I don't think he did it purposely. It's just me overthinking things. Like he put his hand behind his back. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, what is about to happen? Then he came back and I guess he was just probably pulling up his pants. But to me, it looked like a whole lot more. Girl, I just but
I like the fact that they were at Magic City where they could be separated with the stages like that. I thought that was smart. So they didn't have to be in very close proximity. Um, One thing I also noticed is that Jeezy, no, not Jeezy, Gucci, we both noticed this at the very end.
Oh.
How he was scurried along.
Right. I'm still wondering about that though.
Yeah, I screen recorded it just in case I needed to like go back and investigate.
She would be the one, y'all. My friend really should have been in the FBI, but me and her will talk about that later. We're gonna talk about a career change.
I did screen record it because I need to know. I was like, hold on, I'm gonna have to go back just in case somebody need this footage and be like something. Because I had to pray for them, me and Najah both, because they was going to compound that same night, and I was like, Lord, please don't let nobody get shot at compound. Like,
so funny that you said that because like so as soon as they said they were going to compound, right? So like I think it's probably like 2 years ago. My family came down and then D family came up from South Georgia, Florida. Like so we was all together. And so I had planned the whole weekend. Because it was my husband's birthday, it was my cousin's birthday, it was July. And one of our plans was compound. And one of my old friends who he got us in compound. He got me for free. I was able to make the list. I could have up to, I think it was like 20 people. So I got like all these people in. They thought I was doing it. We had a section. We had so much fun right at compound. So they, soon as it's over, they was like, oh, they going to compound. We came up the wrong weekend because they had came up the previous week. I was like, no, y'all didn't. Y'all do not want to attend. Y'all don't want to be where they at right now. No.
Oh, we don't know what kind of stuff gonna pop off. Cause you got crazy fans that feel invested in stuff like this too. Like you got Gucci fans that genuinely hate Jeezy because of their beef, and vice versa with Jeezy versus Gucci fans. Like these people will shoot you. Some people don't care.
I wouldn't even drove by compound.
Oh no. Anything that started with a C, I wouldn't be over there.
Huh?
Anything that started with a C, I wouldn't be.
God, there. I can't.
Right at my address in my own home is where I decided I was gonna stay. I wasn't going nowhere near the city.
No.
But all in all, it was a good versus.
They did it for the culture, y'all, and I'm happy.
Atlanta won. Woo! Atlanta turned blue. Atlanta got Jeezy and Gucci to get together. I mean, let's think about it though. Atlanta's had a lot of verses. Um,
I
this
know they had.
last season and now like this season or whatever. Like Atlanta's been putting on.
And they it used to be a lot with New York. Not saying nothing about New York, but Atlanta, they had to put themselves up there, and they did with no help. They did. We got our artists from Atlanta, not even just Atlanta, like they're coming from all over Georgia. So we got them,
The
and
South
we
got
did
something
good.
to say.
That's why I put the South, or the South with an F.
The South.
The South.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, make sure y'all tune into the next verses, whatever. We're gonna talk about it because it's our favorite thing. So we'll advise you of the next verses.
Of course.
You could go ahead and go to the next one.
You said what? Go to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't hear you, girl. You kind of broke out. We doing this virtual stuff. Damn COVID. But in heavier news, we just got news that like Bobby Brown Jr. passed away. I didn't know much about him, but that he's almost the spitting image of his father. But yeah, he passed away. I don't know what from. They said that he had flu-like symptoms, but he was not positive for COVID. So I don't know if autopsies have been done, but I mean, prayers up to Bobby Brown and his family. He has been going through it. It's weird to me, honestly. I don't know how you look at it, but it's kind of freaky how stuff like that happening. Wife, daughter's fiance, him, not him, but his son.
I mean, it makes me kind of think like, if I were him, I would need serious counsel. Like, I'll be like, look, now,
of course,
is it me? Why everybody around me dropping? Like,
yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, prayers up to the family, y'all, and to Bobby Brown Senior. Is it senior? Will he be senior?
I think he's senior. I don't know if his dad is Bobby Brown, but I think he's senior though.
Yeah, prayers up. So, hopefully they'll get through this. Speaking of another junior, Donald J. Trump Jr. has COVID. Don't do that.
I was thinking about stuff. Okay, yeah.
He has COVID. He tested positive for COVID. And I'm just like, look. Trump people don't want to wear their mask anyway. Not saying that mask is going to protect you from COVID, because a lot of people keep saying, wear your mask, wear your mask, wear your mask. And I get the mask joint, but it's like also like what you touching, who you around, what you doing. Like, I mean, that's all a part of it too. But your daddy had COVID, and then did Melania have COVID too? Yeah.
I don't know if she had it. I don't know what that girl
They were
had.
both hospitalized. They ain't talking much about her though, because they don't want to talk about her. I don't know where the other son at, the baby. Where he at?
He's probably a Biden supporter. He just can't say nothing. Because I really haven't heard about
it. They got into the office and he got swept away somewhere. I don't even live in the White House. Where he at?
Got his own spot. I told you, a Biden supporter. He
like 12, ain't
he? He like how old?
He like 12.
He was young when he got in office. That was 4 years ago. So he's still a teenager. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. We need to find him. Somebody put some kind of like search on him. You right. You probably right. He is probably supporting Biden. The reason why they ain't showing this kid. I ain't seen that kid. I seen them oldest kids, but I ain't. That he remind me of Andy Milonakis.
Really?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I'm just thinking about you. I'm talking about you. But now I think about it, I got a point.
Favorite Andy Milonakis. Every time I think about him, I think about Andy.
I wonder if somebody ever did a split screen with them or something.
I'll go do it.
I know you will.
Nobody to do it. I'll do it, and I'm gonna send it to your phone right after this.
I know you will. wake up at 3 in the morning, look at my phone, like this heifer.
It does.
She done really made a split screen. We'll talk about it on next show. Like, y'all, she really sent it to me.
Right.
But Donald Jr., whatever his name, he said he asymptomatic. He only found out because he was supposed to be going on some father-son trip with his son, and he had to take a test, and that's how he found. He's like, I completely have no symptoms. I don't know, blah blah blah. So I don't think he's still taking it that serious. It's okay, but just take it serious. I mean, you're still the face of America. You have a part in here. Just say it's serious, okay? That's all you gotta do.
Even if you don't think it's serious, just say something. Say something. That's the thing about the Trumps. Like, y'all are always, you need to be politically correct because that is your job.
Yeah. So
the fact that y'all are not politically correct majority of the time, I mean, most his supporters appreciate the fact that he's not 100% politically correct.
They do.
But look, you know how your mama them got a lot of you sometimes when it's not like when stuff ain't going right, but then they be like, girl, it's okay, it's gonna be all right. That's what we need the president them to do.
Yeah, they need to make us feel comfortable.
Yeah, right now I feel like, I don't know what I feel. I feel like on edge, like I felt during that VERZUZ.
Great comparison. Oh my goodness. That is how we've been living 2020, just like them VERZUZ on the edge.
Yes. Waiting for something to pop off. And I got something else I want to address to y'all. And this, I feel like I'm just inserting in an honest moment, but I ain't meaning to. But Black people, white people, brown people, whatever, all of y'all, why is it that y'all, I mean, this second wave of COVID is about to come around and all of that, so they're saying the cases are rising, so, you know, be safe. Mm-hmm. However, why y'all gotta go get all the toilet tissue? Like, that's been really bothering me. Like, I was on the phone with my mom the other day. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get me some tissue because they're gonna be out. But I'm just like, y'all concerned about wiping y'all butts that bad? How much wiping do y'all gotta do?
They in the house eating. That's all they doing is sitting there eating.
But I can see perishable items. Like, I'm gonna see if there's no more perishable items. But the fact that I can't go and buy me some tissue, because I really think, like, they ain't pooping that much. After all that stuff they eating, they probably stopped up. They ain't pooping that much, Najah.
You're right about that. It's so funny you say that because we went to Sam's, and I think it was Friday night, and we went at night. We had dropped my kids off to my parents for a little while, and we went out there, and when I tell you it was completely gone, it was completely gone. I was like, is it this serious? So we was like, okay, well, we went back the next morning, and we went a later morning. We went at 10, and it was literally, we got some, but it was like people not fighting, but they were like in line to get it. And I was like, well, we might as well pick up some. I don't know. I'm not sure is it supposed to happen again?
I don't know, but I just don't understand the panic over toilet tissue. That's the mental behind it. Like, when I'm thinking, oh, second wave, we probably gonna have to be in the house for a little while. I don't think, oh man, how am I gonna wipe my butt?
That's the last thing I'm thinking.
That's the last thing I'm thinking about.
I got so many mismatched socks in this house. I'll be all right. I'll be okay.
Right. They got paper towel you can use, wet it a little bit if it's gonna be too harsh for your bum. You got wipes, toilet wipes.
Baby, yeah, not the baby wipes, but the flushable wipes.
Yeah, the flushable wipes. Like, friends and family.
Calm down.
Calm down on the toilet tissue. Go get you some bread and milk and stuff that normal people get when they got to be stuck in the house for a little while, and canned goods or whatever.
They say
and frozen stuff, but don't be getting no daggone. Now I can't go for my normal tissue run because y'all done took everything.
Just our normal grocery shopping. Can't even do it. Because people literally they're taking everything. And I'm like, come on, man. This gotta stop.
I just
And
wonder who told them alert, alert, buy tissue.
there must have been one of them text messages that went around again. Remember that first time? I was like, what?
Somebody cousin that work at the Pentagon that said, we finna be locked in our house. I believed it.
Mm-hmm. Which it was kind of true. They did. And then as soon as you sent me that, they were like, a lot of the perishables are gone. And I'm like, what? We went out to the store, y'all. Everything was gone. Me and my mom was like, we had no clue. We just went out. It wasn't a payday or nothing. We just used money. We was like, okay, I guess I'll get some stuff. And it was nothing left. So we couldn't get toilet paper then.
The crazy part is that this is becoming like the norm.
You think so?
Yeah, because we don't question anything anymore. This is just our new normal.
Crazy.
We're in the Matrix. Have you seen that movie? We're in the Matrix.
I have a friend who says that.
I know. It's a lot of people that say that.
He says that. And I mean, I don't know. You might be right.
I ain't tried to jump off of nothing. It ain't work.
Please.
It ain't working.
So silly, man.
Okay, moving on to this relationship corner because I'm done with Najah and her goofiness. Okay. This says relationship corner. It's not a question. It's more of a statement today, guys. And I want you to let it sink in and, really hear what I'm saying when I say it. Okay. It says, our chemistry is crazy. Nah, your sexual attraction is crazy. You're projecting fake deep emotions based on lust. So, our chemistry is crazy. And the second part is the response to that. So it's like, nah, your sexual attraction is crazy, and you're projecting fake deep emotions based on lust. What are your thoughts?
First thing I want to know is like, okay, so is this possibly somebody talking to somebody? So like a girl or a guy talking to another one, and then that person they're talking to, this is their response, or is it you? This is inside your head. You get what I'm saying?
I think this is a response to somebody.
So in that case, if it's the person who they talking to, who they chemistry is supposed to be crazy with, then no, that's how they feel. They probably do have deep emotions for them. Or I don't know.
I think so. Do you feel like, okay, so my response to this is, I think people, okay, so the main question is, can chemistry be disguised as lust?
Mm-hmm,
That's the true question. And the answer to that question, I think, is yes, 1000%. Because take yourself back in the day when you and your husband first started talking, y'all weren't having sex. And for some reason, the urge to want to be intimate with somebody is so strong when you are in the beginning phase of your relationship. It's kind of like a forbidden fruit type thing. Like, ooh, like I want him, I want to do it, but I can't, but I don't know. Like, I don't want to give it up too soon, or I don't want to da-da-da-da-da. Like, all of that. You got all that going on. And I think that can really be, like, mistaken for chemistry, because you could have that same feeling with Joe Smith down the street if he meets your, like, requirements as far as physical attraction.
Right.
So, yeah. Chemistry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it could be. if the, like you said, the initial question was, can this happen? Of course, I definitely think it could. And I'm not trying to like dig too deep into my relationship, but that's what I'm gonna go off of. That's one reason it took me and my husband to so long to be intimate, because I didn't want to mistake that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be like, okay, uh, maybe I'm just sexually attracted to him, or maybe I just want to do something. But it took a while, and I was young. I think I just had kind of a mature mind when it came to that. At a young age, I had a very mature mind when it came to that. But yeah, it definitely can happen. Because I mean, even before him, and when I was younger, of course I wanted to be with somebody, but then, or that urge, but then nah, because I really ain't attracted to this person, to be honest with you. I hate the way they chew.
Not the way that's true.
I told you I was shallow when it came to stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
as far as me and Andrew, like, I really, when me and Andrew first started talking, I really wanted to, like, make sure that, number one, he was in it for the right reasons, because I felt like he was initially in it just to see if he could smash. And, because his first thing, I think we talked about it maybe in the first season, but his first thing was like, oh, you got your own apartment. When you gonna cook dinner for me? When can I come over and you cook dinner? I said, you ain't even took me out on a date talking about cooking you dinner. No.
Drew was trying to get up in there.
Yeah. And I'm like, hold on, this ain't it. This ain't what I'm doing. I had already like been there, done that. Like, I'm not repeating that cycle. So I'm like, take me on a proper date. We can talk. We can figure out if we like each other, because we're already physically attracted to each other. That's a like no brainer. Right. But let's see if there's anything deeper than that.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, eventually I let him come over, and I probably made him dinner.
Right. We've all done that one before. I had my own apartment too when I first met him. When I first met D, we and I believe it was kind of the same thing. No, when we first met, I apologize. No, when we first met, I was in college. I was in a dorm and everything, which I had apartment style dorms. But he was very respectful. But of course, in the back of my mind, I'm like, he just want to smash.
Because that is the goal at first, until they realize they like you.
Right. Because people knew around campus who I was. And they knew I wasn't giving it up. So I thought he, of course, caught wind of that. And of course, like every other dude who tried to talk to me when I first came to the school, I heard about you. No, y'all know I'm not. So don't try.
Oh my God, they were trying to get you sis.
Yeah, we'll talk about this. We're gonna talk about this, y'all. Yeah. That is a big yes. I'm not saying like I'm so fine that all the dudes wanted me. No, they just heard that I was still a virgin, and they was like, oh, this is a gang.
Oh, that was me in high school, 100%. Like, yeah. I made it through high school without losing my virginity. And I know that's probably going to be like a shocker for some people. Because, those are things that people do. So, yeah. Right. Like, that's rare. And because I didn't want to. I mean, I wanted to. Don't get me wrong.
I know what you mean, though.
But it wasn't like, oh, you're setting yourself for marriage, or oh, it was mainly because y'all little boys ain't about nothing. Number one, let's start there.
Right.
Like, why would I do that? When I do that, I wanted to be with somebody that I wanted to be with, not just because I want to say I did it.
Yeah, like I said, same here. It's like I had a very mature mind when it came to that. I mean, I might have been immature in other areas, but that right there was very, very mature.
I was reminiscing like, yeah, I could have been, yeah.
Yeah, I could have been mature in a lot of different areas, but that one I was very mature in. And like I said, a lot of stuff scared me. Like health class, I listened. It scared the heck out of me.
I just knew I was gonna get something and die.
I didn't want my vagina to fall off. I knew I needed it.
Yeah. I feel like that was gonna be me too. See,
So,
this is why we weren't friends in high school. Cause me and you probably would have made a virginity pact.
Lord, something crazy. Knowing us. I was just like, I couldn't, yeah. But I had to make sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to make sure. So I definitely made sure my husband, and I made sure he was the one. No, I did not wait for marriage. That wasn't my goal to wait for marriage. I mean, if it happened, it happened, but I wasn't waiting for that. I just wasn't trying to, like I said, that junk.
Not to anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that I felt like I had good chemistry with that just resulted in a good friendship.
Right,
So
right.
there's like when we talk about chemistry, there's different levels I think to chemistry. Like somebody that you vibe with and y'all are cool don't necessarily mean that you also have to be with them. Just because you are so cool with somebody, because that happened to me, I'm like, but like we like are like so good together, but that don't automatically mean that you have to be in a relationship with that person. Just because y'all can vibe and just because y'all have chemistry.
Yep.
The chemistry just might be friend vibes, and that's okay. Like
I definitely have two good friends that I made in college. I mean, I have actually another good friend from high school, guys, and I have great chemistry with my two guy friends from college, but it was never a romantic thing. Like, and it's so hard for a lot of people to believe that. Even my husband at first, he was like, I don't know about that, but I'm like, no, neither one of us. I mean, if they were physically attracted to me, I'm telling you, they kept that under wraps. I wasn't physically attracted to them. We just clicked. We had a great chemistry as friends, and to this day we still talk. So it, like you said, everybody that you have good chemistry with, you're not supposed to be intimate with.
yeah,
Or even in a romantic relationship. So
yeah,
but some people don't know how to read that though, Janay. Even like this whole this quote right here, this little meme right here, it's not even supposed to. I mean, people just don't know how to read that, you know. Mm-hmm.
I was in a room full of single people this Saturday at the camp
Oh,
that I went to,
really?
and it
Talk to me, sis.
this is probably I know we always say this, but I'm gonna for real have to probably table this. But I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about it, but we can elaborate maybe like on another time. But I just noticed that I'm just gonna make this comment, but we're gonna have to talk about it later because I'm not trying to use the whole show to talk about this. But my comment is if you've never been married, if you never been close to married, and I ain't talking about been married for like a day or two, like you gotta be married for a little while to understand what I'm saying. Um stay in your lane is what I'm trying to say. Because we had a topics game that we were doing, and one of the people pulled out a topic was, do most people in marriages cheat on each other? That was like the topic. And it was only me, my sister, and my sister's husband, and maybe one other girl that was married, and the rest of the people were like single. And it was like all the single people, they don't know me from nothing, so they don't know that I'm married. But they were like, married men be cheating on their wives all the time. I be having married men come hit me up and blah 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 blah. And then they was like, some dude was like, can't no man stay with one woman for the rest of their life, and can't no woman stay with one man for the rest of their life. That's just not a thing. Like you can't do this, can't do that, blah 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 blah. And every married couple be cheating on each other and blah 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 blah, like dogging it out. Okay. And it was just like a whole bunch of other stuff that just kept coming up. But the mindset, and I'm not trying to get on y'all single people, but I'm just saying the mindset of the single person in the room they try to just make it seem like they know, like they knew everything about the ins and outs of a marriage. And I don't care how committed you've been in a relationship with somebody, until you get married and there's no out, you're legally bound to each other. It's on a whole nother level.
A whole different level.
It's a whole different level. And like, that's like you tell, like, that's like me when I used to, before I had kids, judging other moms or parents on why they got their baby out so late. If I'm at a restaurant or something, like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Like, why that baby not in the bed? Or it's a school night. Like, I would judge other moms or parents because I thought I knew. Like, oh, I wouldn't do that because why they baby falling out in the store? My baby ain't gonna never fall out in the store. Like, why they, like things like that. So what I'm saying is, if you have not been able to take a walk in these married shoes, then shut your mouth, because it's just the amount of, I'm just gonna say disrespect. Because yes, marriages go through so much, and it is a struggle to stay and work it out and work through those things, whether it's infidelity, whether it's communication, whether it's anything. Like, marriage is hard. So for the ones that are trying to make sure that they strengthen their marriage and get better every day at it, and work towards being happy, truly happy, not just a facade of being happy, but really deep and doing the work. That just felt really like this. The whole conversation felt disrespectful for the ones that are like really working towards getting that together. I know it's a whole rant.
No, because like if I was in that room too, I would have probably felt like my blood probably would have been boiling. Like, not like I want to fight somebody boiling, but I just, okay, they done. Okay, let me step in and talk.
Because what I wanted to say was, really don't matter what's going on in people's house, mind your business.
Right. And then you
and who cares? Who cares what's going on in their house?
That is crazy, because a lot of people do think they know. Y'all, like, a lot of people really feel like they know how marriages go. They feel like they know deep into a person marriage, like all marriages are the same. No, it's not. If you're dealing with a grimy old man in your inbox who's married and trying to holler at you, I mean, that's just a grimy old man. That's all that is.
And it doesn't reflect my marriage.
Exactly. I personally do know a few marriages that are there people cheating. I know them. I do know them. But and even in a religious standpoint, somebody who's in the church, I know. So, but that does not depict everybody's marriage. I mean, it doesn't depict mine. I don't care what people might be like, oh, she just stupid, she just blind. No, honey. I know where my husband is at all times. I do. I literally do. And it's not even that. I trust him. He trusts me. But I mean, some people look at me saying that as, oh, she's stupid, she naive, or something like that. I guess I can just say, feel how you want to feel.
Yeah, I mean, what I'll say is that I'm not naive, and I'm not stupid.
Nope, not
and
at all.
I'm not putting nothing past nobody.
Right.
If you are a woman and you don't think your man is checking out another woman when she walking by,
oh, you stupid.
Then that's stupid.
I know my man. Look.
Because I'm like, Drew, did you see her?
Together.
Having a conversation about it. Now we in the car like, yeah, her booty was big. Like,
it was a little.
Yeah. Now what kind of squats I need to do to start getting mine like that?
Right.
Like, no, like.
It's funny. We'll do stuff like that. They be like, I mean, but you know what I'm saying? You look bad. I'm like, shut up.
Right.
That's him.
Fix it up now.
But he definitely, I mean, yeah, now that's stupid. That's stupid.
Like, it's just like, you can't be, now, and women have intuition like a mug.
Like a mug.
I know, like, I feel it if something's off. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta trust your gut as a woman, but you're not gonna tell me. Me and Drew have worked so hard to get to a place where it's like, if Drew out here got me looking crazy in these streets, I know before you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna know. You ain't finna come to me with no information that I don't already know. Oh, Drew was at the Waffle House or something, and it was a girl over there. Okay, I know. Her name was Susan. They
Yeah.
worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna know. You're not finna come to me with something that I just don't have a clue about.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Now, I mean, I appreciate you possibly trying to make sure, but literally don't think I'm out here looking stupid. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just tell you if I know.
And don't speak on something that you don't know nothing about.
Exactly. Because you ain't married and probably never will be at this point.
Mm.
But that's a whole nother
It's the
story.
way that they was talking, the men and the women. I'm like, it gotta be hard out here dating.
I don't want to do it no more. I don't ever want to have to date anymore. I couldn't. I don't know if I could.
I don't want to.
Oh, of course not. It's too much work. I got
I do
kids.
not want to. It's
I gotta
look,
go.
and you remember, like, have you ever talked to like a single person that'll be like, "Ooh, when I get married, I'm gonna give it to my man every single day, every single night, whenever he want it, I'm gonna want it, blah 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 blah."
Your face, no. Listen, just take her face and make sure you just understand what she's talking about, because I do.
It's like, bruh, y'all got this fairy tale stuff. Like, this ain't TV. This is real life.
Real life. Real life.
Sometimes, every time y'all ain't finna be doing no hour and a half session.
Listen, don't let kids be involved, because you might have to move to the closet.
Or get
Close
a
the
good phone session in and call it a night.
call it the night. Knock just in the middle of a spoon, just
Janay,
sleep.
go.
Hi.
You think you finna be swinging around on ceiling fans all every 365?
We're gonna have to enlighten these people probably on our next episode about our poll we put up, because that'll have something to do with this too.
Yeah.
The poll. See, if y'all follow us on Instagram, you will know the poll we talk. And I'm not gonna tell you. We might post it again so y'all can see it, but you know what? You better follow us. All right, moving right along.
Moving right along. Look,
Post everybody out.
we done talked about two different relationship situations, but yeah, I mean, it was on my heart.
They got the point.
Okay, so that's the Whine Tip of the week. It's brought to you by Thanksgiving 2020.
2020.
Yeah. Do not overeat for Thanksgiving just because it's Thanksgiving.
Don't do it, y'all.
Look, friends, if y'all been working on y'all weight loss journey like this,
Don't
revert back to them old habits. Don't be eating them ham hocks and hog maw and
chitlin.
chitlins. See, I used to be a chitlins eater.
Really?
Back in the day, I was young, like maybe like a little bit older than my kids though. But once I moved to Georgia, they kind of like, I mean, nobody wasn't cooking that down. At my mom, like my mama wasn't cooking that, so I wasn't eating that no more. But yeah, don't do that. We done made it out, y'all. We out the struggle. We ain't gonna do that no more.
Oh my God, my whole body just chillings is just, I never could get with it. Everybody, like my little cousins, everybody ate that mess. And I just was like, and that's before I even knew what it was. I was like, it's just stinky.
It didn't smell stink to me. It just smelled weird. It smelled like a pig. I mean,
but that's a whole nother
anyway. That's Don't do that. Don't overeat, y'all. I mean, get a little bit of everything, but don't just go overboard. Like, just, portion it out or something. I ain't saying that you gotta like not eat nothing at all. Go on and get your little giblet gravy and your dressing, but just don't go ham. All that hard work gonna go out the window for that one day, because now you're gonna eat it the day after, and then the day after, and then the day after, and then look at you. You done gained 10 pounds right back.
Right back. You gotta fight to get it off. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm cooking, because usually when I cook, I don't be that hungry. So kind of works in my favor.
Just drink your water.
She said it, y'all. Drink water. Literally, I keep my water here. Water fills me up. Like, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Janay, no, we be drinking this water.
My kids be drinking water too. Like, my mom said she made the kids some Kool-Aid at her house the other day, and Jason was like, "What's Kool-Aid?" That's how deprived my kids are.
I don't think they're deprived, because so they don't like Kool-Aid. She tried it.
He did not like it. He said that tastes like medicine. He did not. It was too much sugar. He was like, it tastes like cough syrup or medicine. I was like, that's my boy. He just wanted some water. Meanwhile, Kelly probably drank it. I know her.
That's Grandma, you got any more of that cough syrup?
Right.
That's our number twos for y'all who don't know. They eat.
But yeah, I mean, my kids been a little bit conditioned. They drink water too. Like, we're some water drinkers. Okay, so that was your tip of the week. Do what you will with it. Be safe out here in these streets. So my honest moment is when you are in a bad mood, please don't bring that energy around somebody who having a good day. Like, if you know that your energy just ain't right, just take a step back and be like, you know what, I'm not gonna even spill this over into somebody, because y'all just be messing up people's vibes. Like, for real. Like, especially if I'm having a great day and I'm like, I wake up in the morning refreshed, like ready to take on the day, and you not really feeling it that day, and now I gotta sit and look at you being salty and you having a horrible day. I don't need that energy in my life, because now you, like, some people have and I feel like I'm one of these people. So I'm talking to the people that are like me, that can go into a room and change the energy in the room. I am one of those people, and I'm not trying to, like, make this like a thing, but I know that about me, because normally I am a very happy person. I walk into a room like, hey everybody, blah 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 blah, like there's a ray of sunshine. But if I'm not feeling it that day, I got a whole cloud following me, and there's lightning and rain and everything coming with me, like a whole thunder cloud. And then now everybody around me gonna be in a bad mood, because I feel like I have that type of energy. Like, I can put you in a bad mood or put you in a good mood. So what I'm saying is, for people like that who know that you have that going on, just go count to 10 or something. Get yourself back right. Put on a face. Sometimes, I'm sorry, but sometimes you have to, like, put on face and just do what you gotta do for the hour that you need to do it and get. Do you think every day that I wake up and go to work that I actually want to be talking to them people nice?
Heck no. I know I don't.
And for 9 hours of my day, I work in hospitality, the hospitality industry. I have to be hospitable for 9 hours of the day, 5 days a week.
Fake. You won't have a choice.
I don't want to do that.
But
I don't want to do that.
But you get it done.
But I have to get it done with a smile on my face. How am I on those team meetings? Laughing at jokes and all kind of stuff. But like, you just got, like, that is a sign of maturity, when you're able to level up and and just put on your face real quick to handle your business and then move on, do that. Because everybody don't need that energy, like for real, for real. And that is my honest moment.
And I loved it. It was beautiful. Oh, guys. So after Janay's honest moment, here comes a little knowledge with Najah. I really haven't been having too much knowledge lately. I just been going on rants like Janay. Um, mine is brought to you by life.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also, another poll we put up on our social media, I asked if you judge a book by its cover. Some people said yes, some people said no, but most people say yes. It is a first impression is the lasting impression. In some cases, I do agree with that, but in a lot of cases, I don't. I'm going to use, of course, my husband as the example for tonight. So he actually, of course, if you've ever seen him, big dark skin guy with long locks. With his looks, a lot of women clench their purse when he walked by. I know people like Janay, like, I did not get that first impression from him at all. A lot of people say that, but it's so unfortunate because we wish everybody got the same impression that Janay got and other people got. But there are a lot of people out there working in the business that he works in. He deals with a lot of people who's on the uppity level, who has lots of money. He'll see them and they'll walk by and, scared or something. And then some people who's like all the way down there and they still judge him, thinking he's just this thug out in the streets or whatever, who sells drugs and this and that. He don't do none of that, y'all. But that's the reason why I put that poll up, because I wanted to know what people felt when they first see a person. And he does, like, now he's like, yeah, I guess I need to get my locks twisted more, retwisted more. It just kind of, sometimes it hurts me to hear him say that. He's like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna start getting my locks twisted a lot more. Because he actually did his, not saying you didn't, but a lot of people don't do theirs for the culture. They do theirs because it's like, it looks super cool to them. But he did his research before he got his locks in years and years ago. And that's the reason why and it's a whole thing of why he did his, but he gets judged on how he looks so much. And he's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna just start doing them more. I'm gonna start getting them retwisted more. And it kind of, like I said, it kind of hurts me because I'm like, dang, he feel like he got to go through that to get the respect, because that's just how he looks. But he has started getting them done a lot more now. And he's like, yeah, I guess I'll just start dressing this way. I'm like, no, don't change who you are. You are what people know as D. You him. Keep it there. I mean, granted, he do need to get his hair done a lot more because it's just too much hair, but that has nothing to do with how he look. It's just too much hair. But yeah, so my thing is, guys, sometimes you can't judge a book by its cover. I do know that first impression is the lasting impression, because I do agree with that a lot of times, but sometimes I don't. And his is one of the cases where I do not agree with it all the time. So let's try to get to know people sometime.
Yeah, I agree with that. I am one of the ones that put yes on the poll because I'm bad with that. Like, I'll not it, but it's not like with like the way you look for me. It's like, because I'm a very observant person, so it's like the way I see you interact or the way I see you talk.
Yes, that's totally different. But yes, I agree with you on that point.
Yeah. So like, if at first sight, like how I see you moving and talking and like, what are you saying? And I know off back if I'm gonna mess with you or not. Like, majority of the time, and majority of the time I'm right. Like, I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't somebody I want to be around.
Yeah. And you know what, Janay? I tell you, Phoenix, my son, is like that. A lot of people, he do not, even though he's only 4 guys, and I think Callie's a little bit like that too. Our 2 youngest will not, if they don't get a good vibe from you, they're not fooling with you. My son, first of all, he hates this whole video thing. I mean, this whole FaceTime, he do not like that. But he'll get on with Janay. He'll look at her. He might not say much, but he'll be like,
and I'll be like,
and they just look at, he will not do that with a lot of people. He is not a phone person. But I say that to say that a lot of people do work off vibes. And our two youngest are, I don't even think they're the same sign. My son is a Taurus, and I think yours, I can't remember what yours is, but
that is a Gemini.
Gemini.
Don't do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
She was a Gemini.
Stop. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But no, like Callie, even from being a baby, like I say this all the time, like, you know how you get in babies' faces and be like, wee! And all of that little Gucci stuff. She be like, she'll look at you like,
she always been like that.
If it's not funny, she not laughing. Callie will not give you the satisfaction of thinking that you just made a joke and it was funny. She's not giving you a courtesy laugh. Like, it's like, nah, I'm straight. That wasn't it. Now, if you laugh, you impress her, and that's good. You know, be happy about it. I'm just learning so much about my child, girl. She don't like not being heard. That's her number one pet peeve. That's her number one pet peeve.
To make sure you hear what she's saying.
Yes, and acknowledge her. Like, she needs to feel like you heard her and acknowledged her. Like, so if she says something, Mommy, I want to do da-da-da-da, and I'll be like, and I won't say nothing. Mommy, did you hear me? And then I'll be like, not listening, and she'll be like, Mommy, did you hear me? And then I'll say something to her like, okay, go over there and sit down. She was like, but no, did you hear what I just said? Like, she needs me to acknowledge the thing that she was trying to get across to me. And then I'll say, okay, I heard what you said about X. Now I'll go over there and sit down. And she okay with that. But she needs to know that you heard what she said the first time.
100%. Yep, that's Callie. That's so late too, though. As a little girl, I think they want to be known. They want you to know. But yeah,
I'm not like that.
I don't think I was either.
No, this is a new generation. I was not like that. But going back to your thing.
Yeah.
No, don't judge a book by its cover. Not just off first sight, because
not looks.
Yeah, not looks.
Personality, you got to come correct with that. Especially you do. That is a lasting impression. I can't say that enough. And it's a lot of people I've gotten that vibe from, and they have changed or not changed. They've just opened up to me, because I know a lot of people won't open up to you if they don't know you. Mm-hmm. But it's still right to be courteous, still right to be polite, and all of that good stuff to go along with it. But just off of an appearance, how you look, I mean, sometimes you can, because I'm not gonna lie, I do it. I do it as well. I'm like, oh, she hood. Oh, she uppity. But then sometimes I get to know
what they wearing and what they got on, like how they, like, because I'll be like plastic.
All the time. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying, like I said, it's brought to you by my husband. It's just, I know what he goes through daily, and it's starting to get to him a little bit more. So
yeah. Well, if you ever met me on the streets and you see me with a face that's not pleasant, I could just be thinking about something. So don't judge me off of that, because I got the worst facial expressions. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe I looked at something and didn't smell right. I mean, I got my nose turned up. Like, you can't judge me like that. Be nice. I'll speak to you. Be nice or whatever.
Be a mess. But yes, guys, we definitely appreciate you guys tuning into this episode of Wine After Wines. Please go and follow us on all social media. She is actually getting a lot more active on Twitter, of course, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube, so you can see our faces all the time, just in case you missed us. Thanks, guys, and y'all have a wonderful and blessed evening.
Happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. If you celebrate those type of things, be safe, y'all.
All right. Bye.